Hey everybody, this is Justin with Sonar Technologies, and today I'm coming at you with a new video where we're going to be talking about the myths of app development and the costs of app development in general. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're interested in app development or need an app development maybe in the future. Be sure to subscribe to get more information about it, and then you can keep updated about costs and things of that nature, or how it can provide your business with more value. But today we're going to talk about the cost of app development and about which range it will run in. The first major cost of app development is going to be the initial build phase. Obviously, that's going to take some time. I'm going to have to go through, I have to build it, make sure it's running correctly, quality tests, and stuff like that. But generally, with this kind of stuff, you want to focus in on the core features that you would want in your app. If you're like a retail company, you want more sales out of that. Pick two or three things you want in the app to make sales happen. If you want more retention, let's say if you're a restaurant, you want more people coming in to pick up the orders, well then the two or three features you pick are going to be, retention focused items within the app. And then you can always build on the app later as you're getting people in it, getting more sales, and you can kind of test if it's working. We call that an MVP, and an MVP will be like the bare bones. Like, we're going to get a login. We're not going to worry about design that much. We're going to use like the bare features or the bare design items that come with the framework, we call them in the industry. And it generally looks pretty nice just to start with. And we're not going to try too hard to make it look so pretty because that's time consuming. We're going to get the features you want in, get it into your customers' hands, start using it, get some feedback, see if you're getting sales. That's what an MVP is essentially. And then in the background, we're going to do less testing. We're going to do because a lot of times, sometimes consuming stuff would be like setting up, catches to catch errors and logging it to a server. We're going to just try to bypass those things, get it in your hands. Phase one, get it live, and then it can start making you some money. Is what you're going for. You don't have to do that. There's some companies I've worked with that, they want a live, ready to go production project, logging and stuff like that. But they tend to be bigger companies that, have the money to blow on this thing and they know what they want and this is what they're going to get, right? Um, so keep those things in mind. And then once we get the build phase done, we're getting it live. Of course, you're going to have server costs. And this is where it's different from, like say a website. Like I don't know, you probably have a website. It's probably some guy that built it with WordPress and he charges you $20 a month to keep your website live, right? This is going to be a little bit different because you can't, with app development, I can't do that, right? It's not legal. If I were to try to mix your apps with my apps and my account, I can be banned from my apps being live. So that's definitely not what I want. It's definitely not what you want. And besides, you want to own your product. So essentially, once we go over it, we decide what we want, if you even want it, I'm going to send you some guides how to set up your Apple account. The Apple account will have a cost to it. A development license is generally, at least I shouldn't say generally, it is $100 a year for Apple side, and that allows you to publish apps to the App Store, right? So not too bad. Android is $30 one-time payment, and you don't have to pay them again. So that'll be just a one cost in Android. The server cost is, I mean, it can fluctuate depending how many people are using it, but generally it'll float around $100 a month. So it's not too bad once everything's been built. You could easily get over $100 in sales, depending how many customers you have. I would recommend you have the 100 to 200 customers in your retail store or something like that. I mean, we can go over more of that if you're interested, and you can go over the conversation. And then comes the maintenance contract. So although you own everything, you're going to own the code, you're going to own, the servers, you're going to own, your accounts. Essentially, what you do in these accounts is you would make me an admin, right? So then I'd be an admin account, and then I can work within it without having to bug you, right? And uh, beyond the build phase, I do have maintenance contracts if you would be interested in that, and they can range from a simple maintenance contract from 200 upward to 600 a month. And what those maintenance contracts allow me to do is, quick bug fixes. I do server maintenance, right? So I'm the admin on that panel. every month I log in, make sure everything's running right. I let you know if you're going to need more server space. Maybe you're growing and you have a lot of users. Those are the things that I would cover for you or handle for you, and those are optional. You don't have to do it. I do recommend them because software is an ongoing thing. It's not like a set it and forget it. Once again, like a website, it's constantly going to need updates, and those kind of little updates I can go in and do unless it's like a major change. Like an example would be like my app was running fine for a while. There was iOS 25, right? I think it was 25. Forget what version we're on, but like it was the previous iOS version of the update, and my app was running fine. The UI is running fine, and they suddenly they updated it, and what happened is like the search boxes and where they place certain items on the screen had been changed, right? The iOS update, they updated it, and then what it forced it to do is like it messed up my list inside my app if they had like a list of plans, and then it moved it down. The button got changed over, and these changes just happened, and then I had to quickly go through it, fix it, and then push it into the app store because like as soon as everyone updates their phones, well then you have to update the app and things like that come up, and that's what the maintenance contract covers. And also, I mean, there's always going to be bugs in software. You might use it, you might have your customers using it for a month. A customer will then come to you and be like, hey man, I tried to use this button or this happened in the app. It's a weird thing, right? And then you contact me, and how with the maintenance contract it would be fixed. So those are generally the costs. If you have enough customers or if you have enough people that are going to use it, I mean, generally the cost isn't too bad. App can cost, I mean, depending on the complexity, from $5,000 to start upwards, to $100 and some thousand to build, right? Um, Most smaller $5,000 projects are going to be like they already have an app and they want me to work in it for a little bit and do this one thing inside of it. Generally, it floats around the $15,000 range to have an app built initially, an MVP product, quickly getting it done, and then in the store. And then it's just the maintenance costs after that. So, I mean, if you're going to take this app and you're going to try to generate sales with it and get retention with it, and you have 300 customers who buy from their living room now, you know, and you make 20 bucks in that product, it's not going to take that long to get those costs back. Definitely something to consider with that. And I think I about covered everything I want to cover in the video about the costs. Oops, excuse me. Yep, the server costs. But yeah, generally I would say the server costs aren't too bad. Maintenance contract isn't too bad because like generally once we have it in there and working, there's not going to be too many problems, and I can quickly fix a lot of the problems that happen with the maintenance contract. So you're looking at about 300 bucks a month if you can get that return from the app, which I guarantee you most businesses can. Definitely worth it. Otherwise, I think I covered what I wanted to cover today. I hope you learned a little something about the cost of an app. Um, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, maybe you're not ready yet to, go forward with this, just sort of like a content or like my page, either on Facebook or on YouTube, and you can see more of my videos later. And then when you're ready and willing to get some work done, go ahead and get a hold of me, and we can work from there. Otherwise, my website link will be in the description. I am at sonartechnologies.com. Do check out my app if you are into fitness and you like working out. It's in the App Store. It's called Pump Pal. I'll also have the link in the description. Otherwise, you all have a good day, all right? Thanks. Bye.